And okay, so the COVID narrative's falling apart. They keep changing the timeline. Emails keep coming out. It's not going good for the COVID narrative. It's not working out in the favor of the state and the professionals on that. All right, now, and Tim,
Cuomo's doing good though, right?
Tim, you still on there, Tim? If you are, this one's for you. So Cuomo. Now you've got the 4 states who did this. The states of Social Security salvagery. Not savagery. Well, both savagery and salvagery. So you've got New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and New Jersey. All those 4 states put COVID patients back into the nursing homes. Those 4 states carried the highest numbers of deaths. Those 4 states committed, they murdered old people. We'll call it grayicide.
But wasn't there an incident where some connected people were able to get their parents out?
Oh, not just some. I mean, that beautiful lady that's our Secretary of Surgery or Surgeon General or whatever.
The transsexual.
Yeah, I said beautiful lady.
Okay.
Stunning and brave. She got her, if I remember, it was her grandparents out. She's from Pennsylvania. She got her grandparents out prior to this start happening and moved them to a remote place.
Right. It's like Schindler's List, like one of those Schindler List stories. I like.
Kind of. I mean, she's the hero to those 2 out of what, probably 8,000 people. I don't know how many it was. I know in New York, I think it was, they've kind of run the numbers down to like 15,000 or so. Yeah. It's big numbers. 15,000 is big numbers to throw up on the board.
But they were at the end of their life, so
yeah,
right.
So, anyways, we all know COVID got thrown out of office.
Cuomo, not COVID.
Yeah, Cuomo. Sorry. COVID.
COVID is still here with us, trust me.
I don't think it is. Anyways, we know he got tossed out of office because he played grab ass with his secretary. Right?
At least.
I think that was a Democrat play so that they stopped looking into a standing government official on the murder charges.
He's Italian too, so
yeah, sure. I think the Democrat, because it was the Democrats that went after him. I think the Democrats pulled him out so that they quit looking at a Democrat official on the killing old people case, because if they'd have gone into that, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Michigan would have all felt that as well. All those governors would have hit, and that would have been a big hit because those are your Democratic governor stalwarts. Those are your, the ones that Democrats used to put up and say they were heroes. I mean, we all remember Whitmer in Michigan, when those 6 guys and 12 FBI personnel tried kidnapping her. Remember that? That was the numbers. 18 people, 12 of them were FBI, and 6 guys that were probably running real close to Down syndrome.
Could you imagine having that job? I mean, what are we going to do today, Jared? And that's what we do with taxpayer money.
They get paid for it. The one guy got paid like 2 cars and something like $60,000 a year.
So what's that, like a GS11 or something? Plus 2 cars. Where did the two cars have never been in anyone's paycheck that I know?
Well, they bought him vehicles so he could travel back and forth and incite these 4 waterheads or these 6 waterheads into committing actions.
That's insane. Yeah, so people get paid. What would you put on your resume for your next job on that? It's like
FBI assistant.
Yeah. And that's just.
But anyway, so
government overreach.
Back to that. So Cuomo, they dropped charges on the diddling his secretary or whatever he did, and they're no longer going to press charges on the murdering the old people.
Yeah. Well,
He's free and clear.
I would have told you that the day they even brought it up, because these legal nets, they're nets that are made to catch the small fish like you and me, but
You're
somehow the big fish just slip right through them.
You're
every
right.
time. I don't see how.
He's out and walking.
All right, and if there's like an Epstein with a list of names and you have to make it go away, you just convince him to hang himself or something.
Well, it was.
That's
I think
how
it was the
works.
Miami Herald is why Epstein got brought back in.
Hmm.
That Mike Cernovich, the evil right winger that everyone hates.
He's a white supremacist according to the Southern Law.
Yeah.
What is it? Southern Law Poverty
Southern
Center?
Poverty Law Center.
Right.
That organization is as corrupt. Look at their track record in court. They've been throwing big L's up on the board for about 10 years now.
And I have tried to have them come on the show. I don't just badmouth them. I have reached out, and I'm surprised, but they have not contacted me.
Shocking.
Uh-huh.
They're just a rip-off organization. Just a handful of lawyers that make big money and put out these numbers to get emotional reactions to make more big money. I can't believe that the FBI uses them. That's what shocks me. The FBI uses them for information. That's the scariest part, because all they are, I think, it's a group of 7 lawyers that just make big money off putting out these shocking reports. And that's it. But anyways, so Mike Cernovich at the Miami Herald, he kept the pressure on the Epstein thing. He's the one who brought it to light. So there's a couple other people.
So congratulations, Mike Cernovich.
No, thank you, Mike Cernovich. Not congratulations. Thank you. And I wish that we could do more to...
Well, I can't say thank you because it's the right thing to do.
It is. And thank you is you give a thank you for the right thing to do.
I would say congratulations.
You don't congratulate people for doing the right thing. You congratulations to us because of you.
I would say congratulations because you made it through society,
Yeah.
a sick pot of society, unscathed, and your soul intact. Congratulations, you've made it to the other side.
He's been hammered quite a bit by the left wing, and he's not a hard right winger. He's not a Trump supporter. He's just he's just common sense lawyer is what he was.
Mm-hmm. He's a pretty cool dude. I listened to a lot of his stuff. It's interesting.
But anyways, yeah. But it was him that brought Epstein out.
Yep.
And all that stuff. But back to the story. You got me sidetracked again.
So one person can make a difference.
Sure.
Sort of.
They got the front for the intelligence agencies to honeypot people killed. I'm sure it's been replaced, just like Epstein replaced Maxwell, his girlfriend's dad or whatever, his handler's dad.
Yeah. Sure.
I
mean, how many Epsteins do you really think there are out there? Probably quite a few. I mean, the payroll is big.
I'm sure there's a brand new one. I'll bet there's another one that runs the exact same play right now.
He's probably got his black book and,
Either way, but nobody of account is taking a hit for it. I mean, what was it? Prince Edward, Albert, whatever, the prince in England.
He's going to be the
scapegoat. He
scapegoat.
had his medals and his military rank taken away, and that's it. So yeah, he wasn't even in line to do anything. But anyways, not that the Queen hasn't had a history of supporting pedophiles.
There's probably a lot of them in that pool, so it's not like
seems
you wouldn't
to be
accidentally support one here and there.
It seems to be maybe it's a draw to get into power or something that happens after you get into power. But yeah, we've rounded on over an hour. Look, that 15-minute talk. I don't know, whatever you guys think about it. I think that we're watching in front of our eyes. COVID is collapsing on us. The narrative is. They keep changing it, but it keeps getting weird. And not that COVID isn't real. I think our response and everything else is what is corrupt on that. And that's both sides, Republican and Democrat, because Trump screwed up the COVID response every bit that, I can't say every bit that Biden has, because Trump didn't have the time or the tools to commit to it that Biden has had. But you know, it goes to show you that the bureaucratic state is what really runs the show. Cuomo's getting off scot-free. He's done and out. The local news, big stuff. You know,
And will Miss Wang get married?
no, maybe that's a funny story. But anyways, thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys next week.